Well, happy days are here again. Yippee! Yep, that's right. The time has finally come to take the USS Enterprise on her maiden voyage. Not today, about Thursday I think, which is a couple of days away. So now it's time to start getting you ready for the long trip. Preparing some food, getting all the dry products ready, sorting out some things that I need to take, checking over all the things in the van. I know I've got power, I've got the inverter and the house battery all set up. I need to make sure I've got enough coffee and sugar and dried milk powder and all those little things that you need. So I'm starting to get it ready for a maiden voyage. Very excited about this. So I'm going to be heading south of Auckland, heading down towards Tauranga. Have a look around Tauranga and the Mount Wanganui. And also maybe after that head down towards Little Waihi Beach, which is out the back of Te Puke. A little place called Makatu, and then you head down there to the coast and there's a lovely little camping ground and little seaside village down there. So we're going to go down there and have a bit of a look around. Be some beautiful scenery along the way, so I'll take you with me and I'll show you all the scenery on the trip. So it's going to be a really nice trip. I think I'm going to have there about three days, maybe longer. We'll just see how we go. No set plan, no set time schedule. Remember, this is freedom. Having a freedom camping van like this is just a wonderful feeling of freedom. You don't have to book motels and hotels and then be out by 10 o'clock in the morning and all this sort of hassle. You can just drive and find a nice place where you want to stay the night and just freedom camp. If you want to stay in a camping ground, you can. There's usually plenty of space and plenty of beautiful places where you can park and you can stay. So I don't do this enough, and I'm going to do it more often, I promise you. But very excited about this trip. It'll be the first time I've taken this USS Enterprise out of Auckland on a nice long camping trip. So looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. Okay, so I've got the water containers all freshly rinsed out and washed and filled with fresh water. I filled this one from the outside hose water supply, so I'm not going to use that for drinking water, obviously, but we can use it for washing and cleaning and things like that. I'm going to have another separate bottle inside a water container that'll be good for drinking water. Now I've got one of these little spray bottles here. You can pick these up, buy them almost anywhere, in the warehouse or anywhere you want. And I filled it up with white vinegar. Now when I come to wash some plates or knives and forks or my spoon, I don't need to use soap or detergent or anything like that. I can use white vinegar. It washes the knives and forks and it kills any germs or bacteria. And of course it's biodegradable and perfectly natural. So I just rinse off my plate or my knife and fork with the water, spray it with some white vinegar, rinse it again, and it's clean and ready to go. So buy some white vinegar and a little spray bottle and stick it in the pantry. Very, very handy. The other thing I like to do before I head away for the weekend or any long trip is to go over the van and just check everything. Check that the tyres, just walk around, look at the tyres. If they look a little bit down or flat, head off to the local petrol station. They have free air. Just push a little bit more air in the tyres. Just get them so they all look about the same. Should be okay. The other thing I like to do is check all the oils in the water. So check the oil in the engine, just pull out the dipstick, check the oil level in the transmission and the engine. If you haven't done this before and you're not sure about it, just get a friend or someone you know who can do it to check it over for you before you leave, or a few days before you're leaving. Check the water in the radiator, take off the radiator cap while the engine is cold, and it should be a greeny sort of color because there's coolant in the water. So if you can see the water, you can see the green water there, you know the radiator will be fine. So check the brake fluid as well. There's a little brake fluid bottle up there and you can actually see through it because it's semi transparent, it's sort of opaque, so you can see the level of the brake fluid oil. It should be quite high, so you can see that. So it doesn't take long, just a few minutes. Check the van over, and then when you head away, you know everything is going to be fine. Here's my engine oil. You can see that the oil level is quite high there. It's looking beautiful. It's like honey. I could almost put it on my sandwich. Beautiful. Okay, so I've checked the van over. I've checked all the engine oils, the waters. My water holding tank has all been flushed out and washed out and filled with fresh water. And I've got another bottle I'm going to fill up with fresh water for drinking. A few more supplies to gather up and to load in. And we're looking good. I'll talk to you again soon, probably in a couple of days as we leave dry dock.